Okay, the dungeon. First we press tiles, and now like it's more like what is the my preferred order. I think what I prefer to do is first I want to start with well, I think adding a dwarven outpost. So we do tiles as we already did, then we do digged, and then I think I will go I always go for 5x5. I press assets and I write outpost, and then I make a derived outpost, like a derived template for the outpost. So I right click, open template inspector, create derived, my map name map outpost, save all, restart. Okay, now we're gonna find it again. There's our outpost. That's we want to make it accessible, and we want, but before making it accessible, of course, make it unique. Let's just call it 1 because it's just gonna make 1. That's template. This is our derived template. We know that because our map name is in front of it, and we go for hero outpost. We don't want to change this. I think it can cause issues. What you want to change, if you want to change it, is you can set if you want them to allow spawn guards, attack the player, allow expansions, and upgrade it to hero level. What I prefer to do is I prefer not to say that they are allowed to attack the player. I want to say that they will attack the player, but only if they reach like a minimum level of hero. So let's say when they hit hero level 15, then they will start attacking the player. Save all, save all. Now I will, in the assets, I will write outpost. And the first thing after you have like put the outpost in and made it accessible, the first thing that you want to do is like a main hall you want to place next to it. And here on the hero outpost room, you select the outpost that you want it to be connected with. Tiles, huts, and it's that. Save all, save all. I prefer restart. Yeah, I think I prefer to restart here. Okay, now we can choose two things. We could give him rooms, or we could let them dig out their own rooms, which they will already be doing. So often I just leave it as this. Maybe I will give it like a horde wall around it, but that is really up to yourself. But imagine that we do want a prefixed outpost. I suggest that you do tiles, digged, and then you are gonna imagine, like for instance, I want here that they are mining a diamond, that they put it in a treasury here, that they have a guard room over here, another guard room, and then it connects to the player. I write outpost, and but first I want to place my diamond, of course, so let's place it here. Let's start with the treasury. No, this one, mine with guards. Outpost variable, we choose the outpost. Group strength, it's a number between 1 and 35. Well, let's say, because I make it so tiny, let's just say 6. And we use the tiles. Save all. Next to it we had the treasury, right? So I'm just gonna drag the treasury to it. Connect it to the outpost tiles. Which is what the funny thing is now is that the dwarves will mine it and they will put it in a treasury. And then when a player would conquer their outpost, they can also get a lot of money. Now we want we want a guard room with guards. But the weird thing about this is that you would expect that it works like a mine with guards, but first you have to go for my room guard. And now you can place the guards. It's a bit, yeah, because like as you notice here, there are no tiles. There's not a tiles window that you can make the room. So first, when you want to place guards, first you make the guard room, and then you do room guards with guards. I set the group strength to 10, connect it to the outpost. As you see, this is extremely easy to do. 10 huts, and then it's done. We go for a restart. We hit play. They will create the doors themselves, but I suggest giving them those doors yourself, because in some rooms, especially if you choose to have like a corridor or something and then a dwarven room, they will not create the doors if there are no dwarves nearby. The doors if there are no dwarves nearby. So let's hit the tremor button below our exit and then restart. Okay, we go assets, so it's already open. We write the door, and there on the gimmicks you choose the T2 I choose here, and I place it right here. Very important. Owner, you will have to change to the owner that the dwarf is here. Normally it's always AI player 5, but for some scenarios you might want to change it. Maybe you want an ally, etc, etc. But in this case it's just normal dwarves, so we just put AI player 5. What's also nice of adding doors is that if you would choose to place artifacts as like a reward for the player if they conquer the dwarves, because you have placed doors right away, the player won't be able to just quickly pick out the artifacts before the dwarves make the doors themselves. Checking. Okay, that's done. Okay, once that is done, we want to add creeps. So just write creep, go to creeps, and there you can you can place individual units, of course, but more fun is rooms, and you can choose rooms with a spawner or without a spawner. If you choose room with a spawner, it will spawn like these creeps, and they will go for the dungeon art. So let's go for spinelings with a spawner. First we say what the group strength will be. Now let's say it's 12, and then we do tiles digged. Don't make it too big, don't make it too small. Like it really depends on the level that you set. I think this is nice for level 12. And then we do western scorplings with spawner. Oh, I forgot to set the level. 9. Lava links we haven't done yet. With lava links you always will have to use choose the tile lava, otherwise it won't work. let's say I want to make this outrageously difficult, this one. So I'll give it 35. Mana links. And the one that we didn't do dark links yet. Dark links are a bit lower. You have to go for unit gloom, and there you have your dark links. Dark link with spanner. Notice that I on purpose only do it if it is surrounded by wall, so that it is not connected to the main road to the throne room, because otherwise the room might very weirdly expand. So I prefer to do it like this. Dark links, well, let's say 20. And then save all. We start. Nice. So that's how it looks like now. One more thing, which is weird, is that actually if you right creep, you see also you can choose a room with dwarves. But the problem with that is that if you do it, there's no window for placing tiles for that room. That's because you just have to dig it out yourself. So just delete this. We say digged. Huts, and now we can just place it in it. Huts. We say 12. Save all, restart. See, it worked. And now I'm gonna connect everything so that we can see it a bit for ourselves. They're not on the, like every creature is on its own team. You can of course adjust that, but know that they will kill each other. I think everyone knows that because they have already played maybe, but just in case, save all, save all. I think I have to restart again, yeah. Let's press play. Oh, this might have been a bit big. This is perfect, I think, size-wise. This is also nice, maybe a bit smaller. Well, this is nice. We can actually... Everything works as expected, so that's really nice. Some rooms are made a bit too big. Do as you think is the best. Let's restart. Well, let's add some mana, some diamonds, and some cheap gold. An easy way to have done that, if I hadn't placed anything yet and when the throne room was in the middle, was to hit generate, and then I could just say, for instance, I could say 200 here and 50 there. Like, don't use auto generate for rich gold and diamonds. You want to place those yourselves always. But I hadn't done that, so I just have to do it manually. Not gonna do it all, but I think the nice way of doing that, if you would place the cheap gold, just hit paint and then just do some plugs of it everywhere. You know, it doesn't have to be. And some players, which is also a nice style of doing the cheap gold, is they use it. I think that the dev team of this game also does that when they create maps. They just, for instance, like imagine that they have rich gold here. Then they try to like guide the player by making a bit of a line or something like that, so that they can easier find that. That's up to yourself. Like, you will do this better. I'm not gonna do this very just showing you. For the mana, you can add some mana to it or not. It doesn't. Brimstone is fun. brimstone, for people that haven't encountered it themselves while playing. If a snot hits the brimstone, it will explode, and the impact of a brimstone is exactly this. Oh, drag please. I think this is like what will explode. And important to understand is that brimstone will also explode granite. There's also brimstone granite, and what that does actually is that brimstone granite cannot be like triggered by snot, but if there is normal brimstone close to it, it will explode as well and have their own explosion. So a lot of like all of this will be gone too. Diamonds, I suggest putting at least one diamond in a safe space so that one diamond at least is accessible by the player if they find it, and 2 diamonds I make a bit more trickier to obtain. I don't suggest giving the player 1 diamond close to the throne room, because with 1 diamond, yeah, it becomes so easy and they just don't have to find for money. So if I place 1 diamond that is not protected by, like for instance, I would place like 1 diamond here maybe, so that they have to earn it. But I also had there's the 2nd diamond that they have to earn. But for instance, I could also hide a diamond a bit, like here, and then there are 3 diamonds. You can also actually see how much you have of each. Well, let's go to adding some artifacts. Like I will do assets, artifact. You can have an artifact spawner. I never use that. I just go for this whisk, and then I can just dig, put a diamond in, gold improved, I don't know, and it's done. And you can add those artifacts too. Another thing I want to show you is secrets. Just type secret, and then you see already here level props. So for instance, if you want the player to obtain toolboxes, you just write, like you just drag this to this. Don't worry about the owner, that's fine, invalid. And then you tiles dict, and you just do that, and it's done. You can also, if you would like want to have more than the standard 6, like for instance you want to have that he gets 20, you can choose to make it a bit more bigger. Now when the player discovers this, 20 toolboxes will spawn there. You can also give them like random potions, that if they discover this they get 3 random potions. You can change it to 5. Tiles digged, huts. You can give them specific potions that they will spawn if they uncover it. You can actually give that they get mana. 250, but you can change it higher. Guru, that is just like the chickens. That is normally it's 10, and maybe you want to be a bit outrageous. You say, well, if you find this, you will get 250 chickens. Make it a bit bigger. Gem I never use. I don't know what that does actually. Beer, and like there's so many things that you can do, and it's a bit fun for the player, so that you reward the player. Like normally you wouldn't put it so very systematically, a bit more there, a bit more here. But what is fun about doing this is that you reward the player for exploring a bit, that there are not only downsides to exploring but also upsides. Beer, let's say 15 beer. Okay, let's remember these spots, and we're gonna just unlock it with the wait, and I also want to add a brimstone here so that I can make this explode. Oh, it's already there. Okay, that's fine. Save all, restart. Play.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
That is the mana that we put. Toolboxes. $250 chickens. Oh, I can only have 100 at the same time. Okay. I don't know. What did I do more? With the potions, I think I did here.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Beer. And there's the potions 5, because I chose that myself. Okay, the brimstone. So you'll notice that this will explode this.
Oh.
See exactly in that and now. Like, see, I cannot select this.
Oh. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
A known issue that I want to add before ending this video is that if you restart after you set a creep room but it remains empty, then the reason being is that let's find one of those creep rooms. Oh, here they are. Like, for instance, let's say that the problem is that this has landed outside, and sometimes it also happens even though you did it correctly and you put it inside, but this will land outside. So let's just place it on purpose outside, and you can see, as you can see now, it's empty. So this will happen sometimes. Just go to the creep room that has this exclamation mark, and it's so easily fixed. Just drag this inside again, save all, restart, and it's fixed. And the spawn point is now located here. So it's also a nice way of adjusting the spawn point.